guys, welcome back to Make Coding Easier. This is the 9th division of the HTML tutorial. Today we'll be learning about file paths. We'll learn what file path exactly means. We'll also see the two types of file paths. We'll use them practically, and as usual, we'll summarize the class. File paths. The word path means route. So as the name suggests, the word file path means the route to a particular file which is present on any storage device. File paths are used when you link to external web pages or images or anything. Okay, let's say you have a file named XYZ in your downloads folder in the C drive, which is in the user ABC. Then the file path would be C drive, users, ABC, downloads, XYZ.pdf, which says that in C drive, in the user ABC, in the downloads folder, XYZ.pdf is the file. Okay, there are two types of file paths, relative and absolute. Relative file paths. Relative file paths are used when you link to local files which are present on your own local computer. Okay, it describes the path of file relative to the location of the current web page file. It's used to address local files. It shows the path of the file present in a folder above the folder of the current web page file. Absolutes. It describes the full address URL to access an internet file. Absolute file paths are used when you link to files present on the internet. This is not used while linking to local files. It shows the path of a file present in the website which requires internet. There are syntax and demands for file paths. For inserting a file in a web page, we need to know the source. Without knowing the source, you cannot insert any desired thing in your web page. So let's say you have to insert an image. So you'll use the img tag. With the img tag, you also use the src attribute. Inside the src attribute, you'll give the file path. And as usual, you'll give the alternate. So basically the file path comes inside the src attribute of any tag. So that's it for the theory section. We'll move ahead to the practical section. I'll show you how to use file paths there. So now we move ahead to the practical section of this video. This is what we were left with after our previous video. And then this is the output we're currently with. Okay. So now I have an extra folder inside my HTML examples folder. That's the sample image folder. And now with the sample.jpg, I'll be moving this into this folder. So move, and then now if I go to the output, I won't be able to see the image. It'll show me the alternate whatever I've given because the file path is not correct. We have to also define the folder in which the file is currently in. So sample.jpg means that it's in the same folder as HTML examples. But if there's another folder inside HTML examples, I have to mention that folder. So our file path will be sample image / sample.jpg. I'll save it. Now I'll be able to see a image. Okay, so this is an example of a relative file path. Now we'll try absolute file paths. So I'll take a sample image of here. I'll open the image in a new tab, and then I'll copy the link to this image. Copy image link, and then now I'll remove this file path. I'll replace that with the link. Okay, so now I save this. I should be able to see that figure, I should be able to see this figure in my output. So you see, I see this figure in my output. So that's how you use the file paths. So that's it for this practical section. We'll move ahead to the summary. So now it's time for us to summarize today's class. We learned that the file path is a route to a particular file present on any storage device. There are two types of file paths, relative and absolute. Relative file paths are used to define routes to local files. Absolute file paths are used to define routes to a file present on the internet. File path must be given inside the src attribute. So thank you for watching. We love to hear your suggestions and feedback, which would obviously help us to improve the quality of our content. You can get in touch via Instagram at makecodingeasier official, Facebook at makecodingeasier8820. You can also mail it to us at makecodingeasier@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.